Hello? Hi, chat. Thank you for being here for this bonus stream. It's a low-key bonus stream. We're gonna be checking out the new Path of Exile showcase. Cause it has the word Druid in it. I'm gonna be a Druid. Ah! Hey, Frogs and I had thank you for the 7 months. And Zika, thank you for the 8 months. Hello there. No, we're Path of Exiling today. That's this weekend, I think. Hi, Mondays. Crowd control thing is on? What crowd control thing? I have a crowd control thing? Hold up. You can click the button? Wait, that shouldn't even be enabled. I disabled that. I disabled the extension before I went live yesterday. I decided the extension was too much. It was on the whole time. Good. I love Twitch. It's very functional. Let's look. My extensions. Oh no, it came back. Uninstall. It's re-enabling itself. That's cool. Maybe it like... Oh, maybe because of like account permissions, it will reinstall itself or something when you enable it in crowd control. Like the app, I mean. Should be off now. Where's the option to automatically start recording if you're streaming? I needed to turn that on in OBS because it's annoying me having to toggle them separately. Let's have a look. Not there, not there, not there. I don't know where it is anymore. There was an option and I enabled it, but I don't know where it is anymore. Under accessibility? That's interesting. No, that's colors. It's not an option. It totally is. Because I before I reinstalled Windows, I could hit stop streaming and it would stop the recording too. Hi, Hackor! Ooh, ooh. Yeah, it is somewhere in the settings. No idea where. General output, thank you. Yeah. Thank you. And confirmation dialogue when starting streams. Not sure why I would need that, but that used to be on. No, I got it, thank you. Oh yeah, let me... set everything up real quick. Am I gonna play Metroid Prime 4? I'm gonna be honest, I've not played a Metroid Prime game before, and it doesn't really look like this is the one I need to start with. I'm not that worried about that series. I like the 2D ones. Or the side-scrolly ones, I should say. Might play one of the older ones at some point. I streamed the first one. I have not streamed Metroid Prime, I promise you. On to the left of me there, that is a Bunnard. Unlucky Frog, thank you for the 10 months. Thank you, thank you. The remaster? Oh, maybe the remaster, yeah. Like the very first one remastered? Got you. Yeah, no, I did do that one. Did I like it? It has not left any impression on me at all. Clearly. I got lost, cool. Did I finish it? Alright, let me get my panel set up. Also, I found out today that my phone's VTube Studio has been at 30 frames per second for a while. Don't know if it affected the tracking. I don't think it did, but, you know, that was kind of funny. You looked up above in the video, it's cool. I did it, I finished Metroid Prime. I guess I finished it then. That would indicate to me that. No, I mean... Speaking of, like, people not remembering things, I feel kind of bad. Like, Gwyneth Paltrow is clearly a little bit, like, out there and doesn't know what it's like to not be ridiculously rich and probably is self-absorbed based on my experiences with her. But people, like, ripping into her because she didn't know who Tom Holland was, and they were like, you did 4 movies with her. It's like, no, with him. She appeared in 4 movies with him. I'm not sure they ever shared a fucking scene. My experience with her is in, like, what I've seen of her. Like, I'm not sure that Tom Holland and Gwyneth Paltrow were in the same scene together at all. Maybe, like, a deleted scene in, like, Infinity War or something? Or, no, in Endgame, I think it was. Del Covet's no longer summer. I don't like to crush his dreams. I did see that one, Goloversky. That was quite funny and sad. Follow you into the dark. Hi, Anarchy! How are you? Our hands clasped so tight, waiting for the hint of a spark. Heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied. Illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. There's no one beside you when your soul embarks. Okay, thank you for the 10 months. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. I am watching the PoE showcase today, and I believe... we will be watching it with Matara, which will be helpful because she knows more about the game than me. Napatan, thank you for the 4 months. Thank you, thank you. Illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. There's no one beside you when your soul embarks. I'll follow you into the dark. Rusty Skelly, thank you for the 8 months. And Pepito, Oh, they give it that 2 months. Thank you, thank you. Wesker is in here today, you know. This is a day that Wesker wants to be in here. He would be, I don't know, sometimes he just has days where he looks super sad, no matter what I do. And then as I go into my study, I'm like, are you coming in here? And he just sprints inside and lays his ass down and just passes out. And it's like, well, I guess that's what you wanted, but you never want to be in here. But whatever, okay. Accent Tegu, thank you for the 25 months. Thank you, thank you. Illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. Hide you when your soul embarks. Yep, no, he passed out. Very, very, very heavily passed out right now, actually. He does this weird thing, though, where half the time he doesn't actually pass out fully on his side. His back end is square on the floor, and then his top end just kind of flops over sideways, so he just has this weird twisted shape going on. I don't know why he does that either. But it's funny, when he was getting his physio done, she was like, he kept just spinning around to, like, give me his butt, and it's like, yeah, no, he really likes it when you scratch under his tail, and he doesn't understand that you're not giving him scratches, you're trying to give him physio. It's funny because when I take Leon, I sit in there the whole time and just chat with her. But with Wesker, he's like, he's not. I don't know. It's weird. He doesn't defend me actively. But if I'm in the room, he's like, I don't know. He just is more untrusting of strangers. So I have to leave the room when Wesker's getting his physio. Oh yeah, I probably did get a Spotify Wrap. Where do I check for it? It'll be fucked up because it's just stuff I show on stream all day. The mobile app? Ew. Okay. Alright, let's have a look at my Spotify Wrap. 2025! We're ready for you, Limealicious. Come on down. You listened for 13,255 minutes. You listened to 312 genres. See, I listen to more than just dad rock. Your top genres: soundtrack, alternative rock, yacht rock, pop, and children's music. What was even children music? And what's yacht rock? I keep wanting to say yacht rot. What the fuck is yacht rock? As in, yeah, yacht as in the boat. You are into music from the early 70s. That places your listening age at 71. Fantastic. You listened to 1,869 songs this year, but can you guess your number one? I'm going to guess it was something that I was practicing. Ooh, okay, so my options for number one song this year, it's not actually what I thought it was, maybe too late in the year, was What Could Have Been from Arcane, Spin the Wheel from Arcane, Into the Unknown from Frozen, Hot to Go by Chappelle Roan, or I Want Love by Akira Yamaoka. If I had to say, it's probably Into the Unknown. Yeah, it is. Marilendriel, thank you so much for the 17 months. Did you say 13k minutes? Yeah, I actually don't listen to that much Spotify off stream. I'm usually like watching something or working, and I find the music kind of distracts me a bit. Monolith, thank you for the 11 months. Thank you very, very much. All right, what else we got? Your top songs. You made you a playlist. No, thank you. You listened to 12 albums this year. I don't really do full album listening. Your top album was Arcane League of Legends Season 2. Your top albums in general: Arcane, Hollow Knight Original Soundtrack, Alan Wake 2 Chapter Songs, Sonic Adventure 2, and Realign from Redvox. Didn't he mention? Do not blue. Thank you for the 6 months. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. I always find it really funny when it starts talking about your top artists because it just ends up being the same things over and over again. Because, like, obviously it's the same, probably going to be the people that did your top songs. Yeah, my top artists were the Arcane soundtrack, that's not an artist, Darren Korb, Christopher Larkin, the Sega Sound Team, and Daft Punk. A word from one of your favorites. Oh no. I feel really bad because I don't know who that is. Who's my favorite? Oh well, whatever. Maybe it's some people from the Arcane soundtrack. I'm not gonna listen to that. All your listening made you a part of something bigger. Fuck off, corporation. 16% of global listeners are in your club. Your club's favorites: Iron and Wine, Coldplay, Andrew Prallo, Concerned Ape, and Regina Spektor. Yippee. Tyler Dibbles, thank you for the 80 months at tier 2. Thank you, thank you. I do think that there's some level of, like, self-fulfillment in Spotify, where it's like, yeah, of course that's my favorite song. You put it into every fucking playlist, even if it's not appropriate. Darren Korb is the composer of Hades and voice of Zagreus. No, really? I know that, but thank you. Why is she so mean? Because it's funny. Am I going to Metroid Prime? No. I don't care that much. I like side-scrolling Samus. I can take or leave other Samus. Nightrun DLC? I did some yesterday. I could do a little bit today after the showcase, so that I don't just go live for an hour, do the showcase, and then I'm like, bye. Maybe I'll do a little bit of that. Wait, there's an automaton MO as well? Ugh. There's so many good things to do right now. I haven't fought the automatons in ages. I don't even remember what I take. I think I take the autocannon for automatons. Oh yeah, I want to check something. Hold on. But yeah, I do think Spotify genuinely enters itself into a feedback loop quite regularly. Yeah, it just makes playlists out of the same songs over and over again. And yeah, no, I actually think, looking at it now, I do think that the tracking was down to 30 frames. Not that the model was down to 30 frames, but it gets less data, and it's sometimes obvious on things like mouth movement. But it's fine now, so that's good. Wow, I'm being told that it's statement lip season. Thanks, makeup brand. I wonder why you're telling me that. What's a statement lip? It's a bold lip. So when, like, the the showcase of your look is having like bold lips. Sometimes it's an uncommon color, but it doesn't have to be. Like, I'm just gonna Google statement lip and it'll probably give me what I want. Yeah. Yeah, like this would be a statement lip. Because, you know, you're making a statement with it, like, bam. But you could also have a statement lip that's like red, but you could also argue that that's like a bold lip. Like this is classified as a gothic statement lip, which I don't necessarily disagree with. It's just quite... Oh, blimey. Not expect that to be so high res. Boom. Oh yeah. Blue lipstick would be a statement lip. Yeah, I think statement lip and bold lip probably have some crossover. But it's just kind of like when your lip look is like boom, baby. How do you even get a gradient with a lipstick? It's not too bad. There's lots of tutorials on YouTube if you're interested. No, I don't do any beauty influencing. It would be quite difficult being a VTuber. Can you imagine just being like, okay, I'm gonna draw eyeshadow on my model and say that it's totally like this new palette from brand. The previous song, God, what was I literally just listening to? Boy with a Coin by Iron and Wine. Yeah, how long is the automaton MO for? Because I haven't fought automatons in ages. But I also want to play on. There's like too many games out, man. The problem with branded makeup would be like, you know, with how everyone's like with makeup, I feel like 90% of it is, or sorry, so much of it is like the feel and the way it sits on the skin and things like that. And how would you accurately emulate that on a model that someone has to paint it with? Like, pigment looks so different on every type of skin. It just would not look like, you couldn't ever say this is an accurate representation of the makeup. Like a dress, you could at least say, you know, the actual way that the dress sits and the design of it is the same. But otherwise, I don't think that would work very well. Okay, we are getting ready. We are getting ready. We have 49 seconds. We should have gotten ready slightly earlier. Here we go. We are ready. Yeah, Anarchy. I think that would work better. But if it was sincerely just like, yo, this is totally what Urban Decay looks like, I think that would be a bit of a lie. But if it was like straight like a collab, that would be good, I think. Ruffinier, thank you for the 74 months. Thank you, thank you.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Rogers, Game Director on Path of Exile 2.
Hi, Jonathan Rogers. Are we going to do an ankle check today, chat?
Today we're going to show you an exclusive reveal for
The
what's coming
bros,
next
thank you for the
Path of
17
Exile
months.
2.
Thank you, thank you.
Twitch drops are enabled on today's live stream, so you'll be able to claim your Verdant Wilds dodge roll effect by following the instructions below. Now today, it's finally time to show off a new class that we know everyone in the community's been waiting for. So let's roll the trailer for
My
Path of
Twitch
Exile 2,
dashboard just
the last of the
broke.
Druids.
Failed to load module. Twitch, I need that. Yeah, let's try on Firefox. A bit quiet? Alright. What?
Well, well. What have we got here then?
You lost, fella?
You lost?
We're talking to you.
I asked you a question.
Yeah, you can tell he's a druid because he's butt naked. Fear!
What's wrong with him?
Ah, he's lost his bloody mind.
Yeah! This is what I wanted the whole time, man. I do not want to be a spellcasting druid. I want to be a slapping druid. Mr. Rote, thank you so much for the 9 months. Thank you. What? Oh! I want to be that druid. The music is a little bit Witcher, isn't it?
I will find you, Eve.
You please pick up the phone.
Okay.
Now, as you can see, the Druid is a
Hi.
shape-shifting
Hi.
elemental spellcaster. After his fellow
morning.
Druids were destroyed by the
Good
King
morning.
of the Mists,
I was
the Druid
busy
lost
like
his humanity
having a
in the
moment
Forest of
over the
Ogre,
dragon
where he
druid.
wandered for
I wanted
years
to
as
be a druid the
beast.
whole time, like
Now,
since the game came
finally
out.
I know.
awakened, He's
It's
determined
since
to
the
find
game
his
came out,
lost
everyone-
wife
oh my God,
and
he's so
regain his
naked.
humanity.
Yeah. Oh, did you not see
The
this
Druid
part?
is
Yeah,
one
his
of the
his butt
hardest
was all the
classes
way
for us to
out.
design.
Oh,
As well as
God.
having human spells,
Good
he has 3
morning.
animal forms.
Good
and we wanted to make sure
morning.
that they were
Animal
interesting
form are you
combos
excited
between
about?
all
I
of
hope he
them.
has a ferret form.
The
He
Druid
had
is
a
our
wolf
first
form and
hybrid
a
strength and
dragon form. I
intelligence
want to be
class.
both of those.
That means he needs to have the
The
ability
bear was
to
cool
spells
too.
and attacks.
There's a form where
As
you're a
the
human,
Druid
and I don't care
typically
for that
uses
form.
magical staves to harness the
Yeah,
powers
yeah,
of the earth
screw that
and the
form.
natural world.
We want the beast forms.
One of the first skills you will learn is the ability to create small volcanoes from the earth.
Oh, I never
This
set up
skill
my
spits out
Discord
balls
mute, so
of
I'm gonna have to
magma at your
toggle that
enemies,
manually. That's gonna
and
be
will
fun.
continue to do so for some time.
I
While the
reinstalled
volcano
Windows
Oh my
lately.
God.
turn
Look
into
at
an
him.
animal and wade
Yeah,
into
he's
the
a
rain.
chunky boy.
All
Look
the
at him
skills you
stand
use as
up.
a
He's like,
human last for a
yeah.
significant period of time, giving you a good chance to turn into an
Also,
animal
my Twitch
and rage
dashboard
out.
broke. Every time I try and load it now,
no.
it just says module
But how do you
failed.
turn into an
So-
animal, you may ask?
No.
Well, the answer is a new
They're
weapon
timing
type
you
that
out on
Druids
Twitch.
use,
They're
animal
unhappy with you.
talismans.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the
When you equip an animal
talisman.
talisman, you can choose which animal form you would like the talisman to represent.
Oh, cute.
Depending on what you choose, you'll be given that animal's basic attack as a new skill
Look at
to
him.
equip. For a bear, that's maul.
Do you prefer the
To
bear
turn
or the
into
wolf?
a bear, simply
I
use the
usually
skill.
play a wolf, but that's
Your
just because of
character will
Diablo
instantly
2 wolf
transform into a
being
bear
like
and attack.
quick attacky.
If you want to change back to a human,
But look at
just
the way
cast a
he's
spell.
like
You
passing
will
by
instantly
as a,
swap back and
as a
cast.
bear.
We wanted to make sure that swapping between forms was seamless and
Show us the
immediate.
dragon.
Changing forms should be something that you
You
do without even
cowards.
thinking about it all the time in battle. In order to allow for hybrid melee and caster gameplay, most of the skills you use in your human form last for some time.
I
and
like
aid
that.
Your animal skills in some
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
The
then you can just
volcano
chain them
we
up.
used earlier will emit more molten balls whenever you hit it with a slam.
Everything in this game has
making
so
it
many
perfect
tentacles.
For use with your bear form's
I know.
furious slam.
I love when they do like the little whirlwind
While in
and then
bear
it catches
form,
fire.
Many of your abilities use
Yeah.
rage.
Fire tornado.
There are a lot of ways to generate rage, but the easiest one is simply smash your enemies with maul.
Oh yeah.
That's
That's me.
kind of World of
Once you see the
Warcraft,
runes in
really.
your back
Mull
glowing,
for
it
rage.
means you have enough rage to do a much more devastating version of your Furious Slam.
I do kind of like the Furious Slam too. Honestly, I'd be happy with any of the
Your bear
forms.
form can also go on a rampage.
You have to
stomping
what
the
with the
ground as you
forms?
demolish
I
your
said I'd be happy
foes.
with any of the forms. Like, you know,
Same.
I'd be happy to be a bear. I'd be happy to be a wolf.
The more rage you
I'd be happy
have,
to be a
the
dragon.
longer the rampage lasts. And doing it over a volcano makes it even better.
Wow.
I'm having to log into Twitch on an alternate browser.
As you consume
These
rage,
little
your bear form
zombies.
will generate endurance charges, and these can be used with skills like Ferocious Roar. Ferocious Roar is a war cry that empowers
Wait, is
your
that a
subsequent
giant
attacks
shark?
to break your opponent's armor.
It's a
That's
land shark.
Demetrius! That's Demetrius!
The more empowered attacks you will gain. But
Oh
Ferocious
right,
Roar
I
has
remember
another
there was a
special feature
shark they
too.
were talking about.
It's a meta gem that allows you to
Ooh.
socket any Warcry gem from another class into it, giving you the ability to use these skills as a bear.
Nice.
Use these skills
Use
as
the
a bear.
Warrior's Infernal Cry skill to make your enemies explode.
Not. Okay, it's nice that they're not using the wolf to fight the wolves. That would have been a little bit dramatic.
It's like
Or use Seismic Cry to
six.
stun your enemies.
They're
and double
like
the number of slams you
bare-headed wolves, almost. I like
You can even
I like
use
how
it
the
with
emoji
Ancestral
seems to be
Call,
just
a
stomping
skill
your
that
way
turns
through.
you
It's
into the
fine.
Fire God
I
Power.
know.
Ever wondered what the Karui God of War would look like if he was a bear?
Like that.
Well, wait no longer.
He would just
Finally,
stomp
building enough
around.
rage
I
and you use
agree.
one of the bear's ultimate abilities, Walking Calamity. This skill summons a storm of fire around you for some time,
Wow.
while generating even more rage to power your other abilities.
I'm
A
not gonna
true
lie,
bear
I love this
apocalypse.
and just like breeze through the
Now,
map.
the bear is known for being a slower and more lumbering animal, with slower attacks and heavy slams. But what if you want to turn into something a little more nimble?
Agile.
Nimble.
Well, let's check out
Why
the
did he
second
give me the
animal form
eyebrows
for
when he
the
said
Druid.
nimble?
He's so charming.
Do you
I
want to be
can't help
something
it.
nimble?
Nimble?
Wait,
Wait.
Even just the wolf's basic
Hey
attack
girl,
will leap
how
forward
you
and
like
break his foes.
agility?
After attacking, the wolf stands
You like
on its
charming, I
head.
can't
flexibility?
help
But after running for a short time, he goes back on all
Oh
fours.
God, thank you for the
allowing him to
19
move
months.
more
Thank you,
quickly
thank
between
you.
packs of enemies. The wolf has a lot of cold attacks based on his association with the moon. And the first
Wait,
of these is
can I
Lunar
be an
Assault.
electricity
It's great for freezing
druid?
enemies in place.
You're an
After
electricity
they're
wolf.
frozen,
It's
you
everything I've ever wanted. I'm
knock
gonna
sharp
zap
attacks
things
off your
and
enemies,
slash
which land on the
things.
ground nearby and explode.
I'm
If
gonna
you
go.
want to get into battle
I'm gonna be an
quickly,
electricity
you can use
werewolf.
your
I've
pounce
decided.
attack. The skill
Yup,
leaps at a
yup,
target
yup.
and
There
It's
applies
she
actually
goes.
it's like
I'll be-
freezing electricity
Killing
werewolf.
the marked enemy will summon
Yeah,
a wolf
you're
minion
right.
to your side,
Ooh.
allowing them to fight
Okay, I'll
with
be your fire bear.
you. Mark
Thank
and
you.
kill
I'll
as
be
many
your
enemies as
lumbering
you can
fire
to
bear.
build a size. While an enemy is marked, your wolves will prioritize that target.
What was that
and do
quote in
more damage
Oh,
the
spider
more
monkey.
wolves you
Never
have.
mind. Not a
So make
bear
sure you keep
or a
your pack
wolf.
strong.
Yes.
Now, one problem you might run into is your wolf pack dying in boss fights.
No.
You often don't have any enemies that you can
Not
mark
the
and kill
wolf
in order to
pack.
regenerate your pack. To deal with this problem, you can use Cross Slash. Cross Slash jumps backwards and does a vicious double slash. Any marks in your target
Into the
explode
spikes. What
about-
and triggers their
That
ability.
doesn't heal the
This
problem
allows
of
you
the
to
wolf
pounce to
pack
mark
dying.
Yeah,
enemy
it's
and
like
summon a
great,
wolf.
cool. I can have my marks, but I want my fucking wolves, man.
Cross Slash also
Yeah.
has
Also,
another feature.
was
though.
that a monk bell?
Remember those ice fragments from before?
I missed it.
Well, Cross Slash will propel any ice shards on the ground towards its central target.
They're back, your friends.
First,
Your
freeze
friends.
your enemies with Lunar Assault. Then rake them to create as many ice fragments as you can.
This makes sense for you
Then
having a
follow up
bunch
with
of
Cross
pets
Slash
since
to
you're
create a
Yes.
already.
field of icy explosions to
I like
obliterate
the
your
wolf
enemies.
friends. This pleases me. I was worried that it would be like, instead of being like wolves, it would just be
If they're
like, you
still
know,
alive after that,
I don't know,
your pack of wolves can
monstrous
face them.
dog abominations or something, because Path of Exile
Oh.
has aesthetics, but no, they're cute. Look at them.
Just like with the bear's raw skill earlier that allows you to use skills from other classes, Pounce is also a meta gem that you can socket mark skills from other classes into.
Whoa.
So for example, you might want
Oh
to
my
try
God,
adding
you're
freezing
so
mark from the monk to
cute.
pounce. After pouncing
I'm gonna
at an
be
enemy,
fucking adorable,
cross
man.
slash to explode the
Aw.
mark and gain extra cold damage for
Oh.
a time.
Look at you with the little claws.
The wolf has many other ways to go all in on cold though. Using the Arctic Howl Warcry will allow you to add cold damage and chilled ground to any slam, while buffing your
I
pack of
love that
wolves as
little
well.
X where he jumps
You
backwards.
can
It's
also
so
Yeah,
use
the
cool.
cross
freeze
slash,
enemies that
yeah.
are close to being frozen, making it much faster to use your other combos. Finally, the wolf also has the ability to call down the power of the moon, and transform into an Arctic
The
werewolf
moon
with lunar
Haunts
blessing.
me.
In this form, you move and attack more quickly and deal extra cold damage.
Tuxedo Mask, is that you?
Consuming rage will extend the duration of your Arctic wolf form. So you could try a hybrid bear and wolf build if you want to
Interesting.
utilize the skill to its full effect.
That way you can just do all the elementals, huh?
Slasher, 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 slash. That looks cool.
Alright, Let's talk about the third form available to the Druid, and I think it's a cool one.
It is.
The Wyvern. The
Yeah.
Wyvern has a number of long-range breath abilities.
The Wyvern.
But that doesn't mean you can't get
Oh my
into
god,
melee
it's a
range
little
when you want
lizard.
to.
That's
I
me as a
love
baby.
it.
Basic attack of the Wyvern is Rend.
That's
Jump
me when I
forward
was
into combat
young.
and
He is a
slash your enemies
teenager.
with your lethal talons. If they're close to
I
being
like
stunned,
the
you can
graphics
blow
on
them
it.
off
Sometimes
balance with a blast from
dragons
your
look
wings,
bleh, but
causing
this
an
one is a
explosion
cute
of damage.
dragon.
It's a Wyvern.
After the battle,
Dragon.
though, it's time to feed. Devour the corpses of monsters. to create
Honestly, I
power
love it
charges.
because like
And
no
this is
matter
when the
which one I
Wyvern's
say,
abilities
people will
really
start
come
arguing about
alive.
the definition.
When using Rend, you can consume a
agree.
power charge to charge up your wings with lightning. Not only does this do a bunch of damage, but it allows you to turn this
I
melee skill
love
into a
the
much
wing
larger
slash.
AoE attack.
Yeah, that's very cool.
I wonder what those little balls are
Once your wings
that
are
are charging
charged,
up when he
your Wind
strikes.
Blast will also do lightning explosions. for
Oh, it's
even
the
more
explosions.
damage.
I see.
If your enemies are close to death,
Lizard.
no need to wait for them to actually die.
Yeah.
When you see this blue
Ooh.
marker, just devour them alive.
Fresh
Fresh meat is much tastier overall.
Eat 'em.
Sorry, bear.
All right,
This
You
might
get
be
tummy
my
ache.
little
options.
guy.
But how about range? Well, you wouldn't be much of a dragon
Look
if you
how,
couldn't breathe
like,
fire after all.
Sexy it
Rolling
moves.
magma is the first of the Wyvern's breath attacks.
No?
Spit balls of
Bow
fire
is
that
at you.
bounce along the ground. These balls will trigger volcanoes
You know
as
I'm a
well.
scaly.
So it's a good idea to
Look
cast
at
one
him
as a human right
go!
before you
Bouncer,
start
bouncer,
spinning.
bouncer, bouncer. That's cool.
It's like basketball.
But that's not all
Just
you
like
can
when I
spit.
had dinner with
You have
Shaquille
something a
O'Neal.
little nastier in that gullet of yours.
FXCL, thank you for
Spitting
62
a
bucks.
barrage
Thank
of
you,
oil
thank
at your
you.
enemies will cover them in a viscous sludge that makes them easier to ignite.
Yeah.
If you have power
You
charges,
can't,
though, plant your wings in the
meh,
ground
meh,
and vomit
meh.
a barrage of lightning-infused
Yeah.
projectiles. The more power
I
charges
need a
you
good
have,
vocal
the
stim that
longer you
won't
can do this
make
for.
people
But
uncomfortable
make
when
sure
I play
you keep your
this.
foes at range.
'Cause if I
You're
just do,
vulnerable
like,
to
the
melee
bleh
attacks
or something,
channel
a lot of
Mine's
people
gonna be.
Let's take a quick diversion
better
back
one.
to some of your human abilities. As a druid of Scoth, you
That's a
have
better
the
one, I
ability
like
to
that.
harness the power of nature to create entangling vines to slow down your enemies.
Maybe like a girl,
Another
girl,
of
or like
nature's punishments is the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
thunderstorm.
Oh, you want to make it? You want to make it all feminine and cute? No.
No, it's because a lot of people don't like. Like I would have
Why is
genuinely
that
just been like,
useful?
but a lot of
Things
people
that are
don't
wet
like
are
that
easy to
sound. Like
shot.
it's a.
Use it
I
with
mean,
lightning
if,
damage
if
from
it
your
helps,
wyvern
I
form
don't
to
sound like that when I actually vomit.
Making
I would
things
be
wet
really
also makes it easier
concerned
to
if I
freeze, so it works nicely with your wet form as well. And
It's
you know
like
what else likes
little
water?
petals and
Plants.
roses that like fly
Water your
around the
plants to give them
bathroom, and you're like,
various extra abilities. Use lightning storm with entangle to make them last longer, and attach more vines to each enemy, slowing them further. Summon thrashing vines.
I'm sorry,
to
there's
slam
this
at your
weird
enemies for a
like
time.
two-legged humanoid
Any that are
thing
created
on
in
my
water or
animal
lava
stream.
deal more damage.
I also don't get it. Oh, never mind.
Dragon!
Lizard's back. Yay.
Now then, with our enemies sufficiently subdued
Awkward.
with our plants, time to really lay into them with our lightning-infused barrage.
Ooh.
It's like when your child's favorite
Now,
superhero
this
comes
last
on, and
wyvern
they're like,
ability is just ridiculous, but we felt like we
That's
had to do
Lizard
it.
Man.
Use flame breath to take to the skies and rain down a stream of fire on your enemies. You have
wow.
wings, so we have to take full advantage of them after all.
You can
To fly around and burn them.
Holy!
That's okay. Is it me or does it feel like they really cook the wyvern
Is
so
it
much
just
more than
is
they
it
cook
just
the
me or
other
is
guys?
every class getting fucked if they're
Now,
not
there are
like
a
the
few
cool
other skills we
dragon,
didn't
man?
cover, but there's one in
Yeah.
particular that I think will open up a lot of builds.
I feel like they
Spell
undercook the
totems.
wolf and the bear a little bit.
Spell totems are
No?
meta gems that let you create a totem that will automatically cast any spell in the game for a time.
Oh, I like totems.
Totems are
Create
cool,
one,
though.
You will need to spend 3 endurance or
I like
3
not
power
pressing a
charges.
spell button to
You
cast
could use them to
spells.
throw fireballs, summon comets, or shower the area in lightning. Really, the options are kind of endless. Your bear form can easily generate.
Is it gonna be one of those
endurance charges by
things that's either
consuming
super
rain,
flashy,
and your
splashy
wyvern
and
form
does
can easily
nothing, or
create
just
power
blows
charges
everything
by
out of
eating
the
corpses.
water until they like
So it's pretty
balance
easy
it or
for the
something?
druid to get the charges needed,
Yup.
but they're also available from quite a few other places as well. I'm sure we'll
Yeah, I
be
know
seeing
that
a
spell.
lot of different spellcaster classes thinking about how best to take advantage of these.
I love the electricity.
Now, of course, along with a new class comes a bunch of new support gems. We've added over 30 new supports throughout the game.
You know what
Ooh.
there
I'll show you a
wasn't
few of
enough
the
of?
cooler ones here.
Support gems.
Fan the
I'm so
flames can be
happy.
added to any wind skill to spread fire from one ignited enemy to the other enemies behind them.
Oh yeah.
It's great for the wyvern's wing blast. We can also use it on many other classes with wind skills, like the twisters on the huntress, or the monk's staggering palm projectiles.
Zip, zip, zip.
Yep.
I like my
Accelerated
monk.
growth causes extra explosive plants to erupt from the
I
ground.
haven't tried a
whenever you
monk
grow
yet.
plants with
They're very
rain.
good. I ended up with a ridiculously high
An
damage
advancing
like thing
storm
just going through the
changes storm
campaign.
skills like your thunderstorm
Oh yeah. Did
or
you get
tornado
what was
to
it?
move
I
across the
forget if it's a
battlefield.
staff that they
It's
used
great
or
for watering
gloves.
plants en masse.
I don't remember
you
what
get
I
one?
did,
Or
but I
turn
just remember there was a
tornadoes into a
particular
real
boss
disaster by
where the
sucking up
RP
multiple
was
ground
like
vectors
5
and
times
traveling
longer
away.
than the boss fight. Like once the boss fight started, he just exploded.
And the
I
sorceress
like
might
that.
like to use it with
He's like,
firestorm as well.
you will fight me.
Yeah.
And then my wife abandoned me, and now.
Echoing
and then
Cry
the
causes
fight
your
starts, you're
warcry
like,
skills to
Yep.
echo. They will
I love
repeat
that
a
for
couple
you.
more times with a delay after you use them, giving you more.
Yeah, I think it was a
empowered
lightning
attacks.
fister with some cold
Use it for the druid's
explosions.
animal
Is what I
form
did.
war cries,
Lighting
or on the
fister.
warrior for
Yeah,
an
I like
barely even
anything
know
that
them.
lets me set things on fire and do lightning things.
I'm not gonna lie though.
Grounding shocks causes
lately
monsters
I've
you
been
shock
really
to
into
turn
electricity.
living Tesla
Yeah,
just
no,
looks so
electricity
cool,
is my
like,
favorite.
by enemies.
Zappa, zappa, zappa.
when it like
use it with your
zigzags
empowered
on the
wings for extra
screen,
damage.
it's so cool.
But it's also great
I
with any other
like it.
shocking skill. Try it out with Lightning Spear. It obviously needed
Wow.
more AoE clear.
What?
There's
Look
a
at
whole
that.
pile more, but
It's
we'll
like
leave those for you
Christmas.
to discover.
Mmm.
Now, with a new class comes new
I set up my
ascendancy
Christmas
classes.
tree
The
and the
Druid will have
lights
two
took out the
options for
fuse
now,
on my
with the
house.
third being
Like it
released
didn't, it
later.
didn't fully kill it,
Oh,
The
but it
first
blew
class
the
is
fuse.
the
I
Shaman.
was like, what?
Oh
The
no! Did
shaman
you fix
channels
it? Is everything
nature's
okay?
element
No,
of
I'm just gonna
fury
get new
and can
lights. I think
harness
because the
rage
lights
as
are
a
old, they're
spellcaster,
probably just not good
unifying his
anymore.
animalistic and magical tendencies.
You'd be surprised because
By allocating
in
Druidic
LA,
champion,
my
you
whole
gain
computer
spell damage
setup
the
kept
angrier you are.
breaking my
And with Furious
my power
Wellspring, you
breaker,
generate
so I had to
rage
put half my
continuously.
computer
You can
like
spend it to empower
electricity
your
routed to the
spells.
bathroom.
Oh, like you have to put
With
on
the
two different
knowledge of the
circuits, you
Asmerian
overload
magic,
it.
Yeah.
The
Computers
shaman can
nowadays,
harness
man.
untapped
Oof.
power from runes and idols. After allocating Wisdom of the Magi, you will notice that all runes and idols have extra mods
Wow.
only available to the shaman.
The shaman.
These new mods unlock countless new possibilities for enhancing your build.
I have a question. How long do you keep your
You can
Christmas
also
tree
allocate
until?
Bringer of the Apocalypse.
It goes
allowing
down
you to
very
become
quickly
a
after
walking natural
Christmas.
disaster.
Man,
After dealing enough elemental
Can you
damage,
at least keep it
storms
till
of
my
all
birthday?
elements rain around you,
No.
destroying all who would face nature's fury.
I mean, honestly,
Did the
like
animals-
it's not really
There are
doing
other
anything.
abilities
So
for the
maybe
I'll just show a few from each class for now.
beautiful.
they are pretty.
Other Druid ascendancy
No,
is
I make
the
my
Oracle.
family, and I'm gonna have to talk to Junie about this.
Oracle
I make them
perfected
keep the
power of
Christmas tree
foresight
until
and
the end
utilizes
of my
this in
birthday
combat
month,
to gain
until
massive
the end of
advantage.
February.
That's a
And
very
I'm actually
long time.
considering
Taking
if like
fateful vision,
Junie and I
you'll
get
see
like a
visions of your
black or
future
a
self
pink
using
Christmas
specific
tree, we could
skills.
keep it all year round.
If you decide to follow this path by using the skill yourself, it will
You
do
are not about
significantly
this
more damage.
lifestyle.
I'm out here like I'm so glad I'm not Matara's roommate.
And with converging paths, at a critical moment in
You're-
battle,
you
when a
will
monster
come
is
visit
vulnerable
us
to
one
freeze,
day. You
spell,
will
or
come visit
confusion, the Oracle can use Moment of Vulnerability
And look at her.
to see a vision of the
slap.
enemy's future, and then merge it with the
Ooh.
current timeline,
Whoa,
allowing him
what?
to deal damage to both.
What?
What? You can
What?
damage his
And
spirit.
one of my favorites, when you first become an Oracle, you'll notice over 130 new extra
That is
passives
crazy.
appear in the Druid section of the tree.
You're
By
basically
allocating the
doing
unseen
psychic
path,
damage to the
you use
future
your power
of the
of
enemy.
foresight to learn from
Huh?
alternate futures and gain skills that would otherwise be unavailable to
Huh?
you. For example,
This Druid is
self-sacrificing
fucking
allows you to
around
be
with the
able to summon
timeline.
more minions by reducing their
Yup.
spirit costs, with the trade-off of making your reservation skills cost more spirit. Or Corruption Endures, which allows oracles to have a small chance to avoid death.
Oh,
Oh,
Both the Druid ascendancies offer interesting and unique ways to gain modifiers that no other classes can get.
yeah.
I
can
missed the
see
first
that.
Expecting a huge
Ascendancy,
variety of build
unfortunately. Was it
possibilities from
cool?
these.
The first
Now, there are
ascendancy.
unique talismans for the
it
Druid
said
to use
both
as
the
well.
Druid's Ascendancies,
Won't
but I
spoil
missed
all
the
of them,
first
but
one.
this one was
I was
particularly
busy
cool.
like
Fury
angsting
of the
over
King
the
turns your bear
Christmas
form
tree
into a
thing.
fire demon, converting most of your damage to
Ooh.
fire. As a demon, you can also use Molten Crash,
What?
a jumping
What?
slam attack that leaves fissures around you.
So wait, you're
This unique also continuously grants glory.
I'm confused. Are
allowing
you
to
still
use
the
your
bear, or
ultimate
are you now a
abilities more
demon
easily.
bear?
You're a demon.
Now, of course, the
crazy.
Druid isn't the only thing we're adding to 040. We still have a bunch more to show.
Guys,
With
please,
every new
I
release,
can't
we
keep
create a
up.
new league with new mechanics, new pinnacle bosses, and with a new story
I'm
to tell.
genuinely, like,
And this
amazed
time
by their
is no exception.
workload
So let's
and
roll the trailer
workflow.
for the fate of the Val.
that they do this for.
The palace
baby.
of Queen Atziri. It is a ruin, but in the dark,
It is a ruin.
machines still churn.
Oh my god. Is it gonna be androids, automatons?
Slap, 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 slap.
The temple has many functions. And with it, a chance
wow.
to save the Val.
You get to build your
A
dungeon.
gateway
It's
through
always
time.
funny because like I'm still relatively new to Path of Exile, whereas you and Yuzu are like much more experienced. So when I'm watching these, it's like, oh cool, like explosions, and people are like, no, this is a whole new system, Limes. It's gonna do this and allow us to do this, and I'm like, explosions!
Uncover its
I
secrets.
am so honored that you put me in the same category as Yuzu. I started playing Path of Exile when the second one came out. Yuzu has like 1,000 hours already.
Yeah,
She'll
that's
legit be like, oh, I'm glad that they buffed this skill because this skill had a cooldown of 0.3 and I was kind of wanting it to be on a 0.5 cooldown and like, I'm like, okay. I just click the buttons.
I beg of you, hear me.
Because they're fun.
The beast
That's
cannot
fair.
give you what you
I'm kind of
desire.
like the tier below that though, or like if there's 3 tiers, it's user then you then me, because I haven't finished the campaign. Oh, another booty! Oh!
Come now.
Me neither.
Give
She's
unto
kicked
me
up.
Finished the
your
Path of Exile 2
desire.
campaign or 1.
At
Oh.
last, fulfill my soul.
Well, the 2 isn't done, right? So.
I don't think so.
Damn.
Whoa, December 12th! Do we get more butt if we play?
Hi, I'm Mark Roberts.
Hi, Mark
Game
Roberts.
director
Mark
and
Roberts
part
has
of
failed
Exile.
the ankle check!
In the fate of the
I can
Val
see it.
you will
I
find
can see a
remnants of
sliver of
the
ankle
ancient
there, that
Val
slut.
civilization
Sorry.
scattered throughout Reach.
They keep
seem to
sponsoring me,
attract
and then I
nearby
just
creatures
harass the
and
people that are
affect
doing
them strangely.
presentations based on whether or not they're wearing like full-length socks.
After
Damn,
killing them,
that caught
the
me off
remnant
guard,
appears
girl.
to gain some amount of power, but not enough to fully activate it.
For what it's worth,
It
I
seems
do
you will
not.
need to
I do
find
not.
5 more of these arcane
what is it?
devices. And
Share the
sacrifice
views of my
monsters you
wife,
find
my
there
legally
to fully
married wife.
activate one. But things don't always go to plan. These devices are old, and sometimes
No, it's quite
infected
funny.
by
Like last
corruption.
time as well, when they were doing the expanded
Twisted
talk, and there were
versions of
3 of
ancient
them in
Val may
there.
emerge.
They all had the same like
And
cross-leg
sometimes
pose
even
with exactly the
stronger
same
foes.
leg over the other,
On
and I was
fully
like,
activating one of the devices,
They were like-
you
they
finally
had, like,
discover its true
synchronized.
purpose.
I
A portal
see.
opens and takes you deep underground to a lost temple, once the home of Atziri, Queen of the Val.
The Val
What
gave me
treasures
very
could still be
automaton
inside?
vibes a little bit.
I think you're gonna want to
I
find
definitely
out.
know
With,
what the
like, all
Val
the
are.
wiki-
In front of the entrance
sorry?
is a console
I said
of
I
some
definitely
kind.
know what the Val
And
are.
on activating it, you can see
Well,
a
they're
map
they're
of
kind
the
of like an
temple.
Aztec,
Atziri's
almost
personal
like
chambers are on
robotic
the far
race. It's
side.
well, not race, but like it
how
seems.
could anyone get there? There are
I'm
disconnected
really liking
rooms,
this that you
and the
get to like
layout
place
doesn't
the
seem to make sense.
rooms and make a little path.
And that's
That's
when you
cute,
realize
yeah.
the purpose of the ancient devices scattered through Rayclast. The temple is powered by sacrifice.
Somebody
And
said
this energy
Aztec
can be used
clanker.
to modify the very structure of the temple itself. Each time you run the
Yeah,
temple,
I
you
like
will be given
these
6
events. I
rooms
think
that you
the
can place,
presentation is really
allowing
good,
you to craft your own dungeon
and
to
I really
explore.
enjoy like actually
Place
playing the
paths
game.
to link up the dungeon, and place rooms beside
I like
them
it
I
when
like
all the
clicking the
flashy
precious
effects
loot.
happen.
and seeing the lights.
After you are
You
happy
know,
with your
they make me
choices,
happy.
open
They make the
temple
dopamine receptors in
and
my brain go.
discover the results of your efforts.
Each
Each room contains different challenges along with its rewards. On entering a room,
I'm honestly,
the
I
doors will
say it
slam
every
shut
time,
behind
but
you, and you will need to
I am
face the encounter within.
so amazed
But
by
choose wisely.
Path of
It's
Exile in so many
important where you
ways, like the
place
GGG
rooms
devs.
to get maximum
Yeah.
returns.
So first of all, like
For example,
I've talked about it before, but
when
I
placing
played
a commander,
the Path
you
of
could
Exile
just
2 at
place it
first,
anywhere
and
along
then
an
they
existing
sponsored me,
path.
and they just keep
But a much
sponsoring
better
Yuzu and I
strategy
and
is
you,
to
and like
place it next to
a
a
lot of game
garrison of
devs, they'll
troops for
sponsor
him
you
to
one time,
command.
and then they're like, okay, you know. So I really appreciate that they keep supporting
With better leadership,
us as the streamers as well.
the garrison
Yeah.
will
And
level up.
it also shows that like
making the
how sorry by
monsters
the way, I just
harder.
woke up, so I'm not very good at weaving sentences, but they're also doing the same thing with their
For
community where they're still
if you want to
supporting the
fully
first
level
game,
up a
which is
smithy,
free.
You will
fully
need to
free.
supply it with
And
golems
while
from an
building out this
adjacent
game,
golem works.
Yeah, no,
And-
exactly.
And hook up a
super
generator
responsive
to
to
the power
community,
network
everything, it
to
just-
supply it with power.
I don't know. I wish more
After
game
doing
devs did
so,
it this way.
The golems will be
It's so well
powered up,
done.
making them much more
Look at
dangerous.
the little robot with the ball.
Sorry, I started giggling halfway
You
through, not
don't
because
need
of what
to
you were saying, I
memorize
agree
what
entirely,
interacts with
but
what.
because
When
for some
selecting a
reason my
room,
Twitch
you'll
player
be shown
glitched
the
and flashed up
locations
the
that will make
mature
other
warning.
rooms
It's
level
like,
up.
bit late for that, we've
Or
seen 2
what
asses and 4
effect it will
titties,
have on the
man.
temple.
Yeah.
And an
yeah.
ankle. it's
Yep,
like,
yep.
it's way too late for that warning, man.
After running
I
the
saw
temple,
more than 4
a few of
titties.
the rooms
Oh.
will destabilize
Oh.
and be removed.
But you know,
It will be
I
up to
it's
you to
really
rebuild the
sweet
temple,
when companies
adding
like
6 more
sponsor
rooms each
streamers
time
more
you
than
come back,
once. It kind of feels like it's more of a
making the
relationship
temple
rather than
larger
a transaction
and
in that way,
larger.
which is nice.
And larger.
And I feel like
So,
it just shows
that's the
with even the
basic
way they treat their
functionality of the
community,
temple.
right? Where
But
Yeah, like
there's
they
a
value
lot.
updating.
people
They
that
could have
do
easily
things.
been like, all right,
Once
Path of
Doriani
Exile 2,
finds out
Path of
about
Exile
your
1 has been
travels
around
to
for 10
Lyra
years.
Val,
It's fully
he will
free.
attempt to
You know, you
persuade
guys
you
can
to
enjoy it
take
as
on
much
a
as you
new
want.
mission.
But there's still updating a fully
temple
free game
entrance contains
while
a
working on this
prototype
game,
of
which
the
is
time
going to be
portal
free when it
device.
comes out. Currently,
Uh-huh.
the only
Able to
reason
take you
a little
back
bit
in
of money
time,
is because
but only to one
it's in
specific
development.
point.
Yeah.
Right before
And
Atziri triggered the
it
cataclysm
amazes me.
that destroyed
Yeah.
the Val.
For those that were asking, the monetization
He
is in the
requests that you go
cosmetics.
back
That's
and
where the
attempt
money
to stop
is made.
Atziri to prevent the Val from ever being
They're
destroyed.
very
you
pretty
can-
cosmetics. They're so
and again, again,
extra.
you can like use your currency from the first game on the second game. So even there, you get double the the vibes.
And some of
Exile
the
is on the far side of the temple,
pets and things
so
have
you
been
will
ported
need to
over, which is
expand
cool.
the temple significantly to get to her. And even worse,
I spent
her
I spent
chambers
double
can
coins
only
on
be
getting 2
unlocked by
ferrets
a
in Path of
room
Exile
that
1,
isn't
so I had like a
currently
ferret on each
accessible.
side.
In order to
I have a
deal
little
with
toad
that,
portal,
you're going to need to
and,
visit the architect of the temple.
I want to buy more
To get
pets.
to him, you will need to
Another
place
thing too that is always
path
recommended is expanding your
while
storage,
doing
but you
so,
don't need like
you will
there's all
probably
the
want to
cosmetics in this
exploit
game
some
do
of the
not
Val
help you win,
technology
so it's not
only
pay to win.
available in the
It's just
past.
pay to look cool.
Once you can travel into the past, a whole new set of rooms are available to you. And they
Travel
are
Just out of
into the
curiosity, how
past.
many
Ooh.
how many hours
At
does
level
everybody
1,
have in
the
in
corruption chamber
Path
can
of
be
Exile
used to
2?
corrupt a single item.
Oh, yeah. How many hours do you guys have in Path of Exile 2? I'm curious.
But placing it next to a thaumaturge
I'm gonna
to
check
run the
mine
place
too.
and a sacrificial chamber to provide soul
Thaumaturge.
energy, you'll be able to level it up. And it's worth it. Because once you get the room to
Zero,
level 3,
you can change it.
there are
Path of
some
Exile
very
1 is
nice
free.
rewards
Play
to
it.
be had.
I have 37 hours in Path of
In the
Exile
level
2.
3
What about you,
corruption
Limes?
chamber, you will
Not that
find this
many.
mysterious device. It has a slot
I
to
played
place
a
an
lot
item,
offline.
and it only accepts items that are already
Because it's a
corrupted.
really nice like end
What
of the
will happen
night
to them?
game where you can just run a few dungeons, advance a
Well,
little bit, farm a few
Normally,
items.
once an item is corrupted, you can't modify it any further. But this device allows you to corrupt your item a second time.
I don't know if my brain
adding
is
another
expanded
enchantment.
enough to actually like
This has the
figure out
capability to craft
some of these more
very
advanced
powerful
things. So it's
items
like, yeah,
indeed.
min-max your rooms and then craft like this
The Val
legendary
are
thing.
all
And
about
I'm like, I
taking
don't know how to
risks
make
in
it
the
better.
pursuit of power.
I have
There is a
18.8 hours in Path
50%
of Exile
chance
1.
that the item will be destroyed.
Nice. I'm about the same in Path of Exile 1, like 18 hours.
Oh, sorry, Path of Exile
Somebody says
2.
I got-
Path of Exile 2. I have less than Path of Exile 1.
Oh, oh.
Yeah,
Somebody
18.8
says
in Path
I
of
got
Exile 2.
between 16 to 20,000 hours
Each
in Path
room
of
has its
Exile
own
1.
interesting
Nice.
mechanics
Damn.
and rewards when it levels up. Many of them contain bosses to fight,
Ooh,
1,600
that's
hours
so
for Path of Exile.
cool.
Oh, it's a robot crab with
and in
legs.
many cases, new crafting
I
opportunities.
love robot crab with legs.
For example,
That's true,
level
chat
3
member. Most of us
alchemy
don't
lab
know how
has
to
a
theory
nasty
craft, so
Val
we just find a
construct
video
to
by a
fight.
guy that does and then
But
copy
if
what
you
they
can defeat
did.
it, you can find new corrupted soul
I like how
cores.
she calls you chat member. Look, he's got
Yes.
snakes.
Like
They are chat
Guatalixi's
member.
Forget
thesis,
snakes on a plane.
which on boots
Snakes in
allows
a-
you to
in a
sacrifice your
temple.
life to run faster. Or Seta Qualotl's
Oh, I like
thesis,
that.
which
Gotta
on
go
I can see
fast.
side
will
boob.
revive one of your minions
Oh, I can
whenever
see
an offering
boob boob.
expires.
Up from.
The
Get the
physics on it.
sacrificial chamber to level 3, and you will need to face a
Oh,
highborn
limes.
priest of
I got my
sacrifice.
period
Defeat
yesterday,
him
and
to
today
be
I'm in
able to
such
further corrupt the
pain.
Val you need,
It's
modifying
the
it
kind,
in
like you say it in a way
unpredictable
that's like you're
ways.
confiding in your close friend, but actually you're telling almost like
One
4,000
of the
people.
mods of this unique will be removed and replaced with
I'm very
another
sorry to
mod.
hear it.
And I think because of that, I was like clenching my teeth. So,
For
oh.
example, this soul
I'm very
mantle.
sorry. I will bring you
It gives you
hot
an
chocolate and a
additional
water
totem,
bottle.
but lowers your
And a
totem's life
hug.
and curses
And a
you when they die.
hug.
Oh.
I feel
Using the
feel
machine,
bad.
This could
'cause
result in a terrible
when
item
I
if you
first
remove
got
the
my
good
period, like
mod.
when I was a kid, I got mine
also
at like
some
age
amazing
10 or
items
something
if you
ridiculous.
replace the downside.
It did
Yeah.
hurt, but ever since I've been on
Now,
various forms
one
of birth
extra thing
control,
to
I don't
mention
even
about
feel
these
it.
Val crafting machines.
Oh.
Yeah,
You
no,
don't
I
have to take the
feel
items you
nothing,
want to
man.
craft into the temple.
I am numb.
If you don't have the item you want to craft with you at the
Lucky.
time,
Usually,
then
if I
clicking this button
work
will
out,
allow you to
it
create
doesn't
the
hurt as
currency
much, but I
item
haven't
instead,
worked out much before.
allowing you
Like
to
this
do the
week, I've been
craft
kind of
later
sedentary.
Or trade it if you want.
And Daria, thank you so
Now
much
there
for
are
20
all sorts
months.
of interesting
know.
rooms you can find in the temple.
The big
But the
room.
last
When I
one I
was on
want to
birth
show you
control many
today
moons
is the
ago, like
flesh
years
surgeon.
ago, I don't think it made my period hurt less, but I don't remember.
A Val flesh surgeon can be leveled
can
up
really depend
by
on the one
placing
that
him
you're
next
on.
to a high-level synth flesh lab.
Also, I like this person's pun. They said when the ancient wool sculptures were finished, it was a relief.
But be careful. The flesh surgeon has some rather unpleasant experiments in his personal lab.
He's got eyes on his
Afterwards, you
belly.
might notice the surgery table just sitting there.
On his jiggly little
The
belly, he's
Val
a little
are
chunky
great at
little
crafting
guy.
Why not do some crafting on yourself? After laying down,
Where
you'll
you
be
can
asked
craft
which
your.
limb you'd
Oh,
like to
your
replace.
flesh shaping. Is it gonna be weird, like in Path of
like it.
Exile 1, where you had just an
Each
arm
limb
hanging
can
out
get a
on, like,
different set
attached
of
to your
random
shoulder
bonuses,
blade?
so
Oh
choose
yeah, the
wisely.
extra arm that casts
Do
the
you,
ability.
do you start getting all
Table,
jiggly?
Try out your new limb. It
Wait.
seems to work fine.
Is that
and even
a
perform
gun?
better
No.
than your normal one.
Oh no, never
Now,
mind. He was holding the
There's just
bow.
one thing with replacing body parts.
Was that
If you
2?
die
Oh,
and
it
are
was 2. Okay,
resurrected,
Path of Exile 2
your
had the
body will
arm. Yeah,
return
yeah,
to
yeah.
its natural state.
Either way, stop
do we have to
crafting things to my
Return
body.
to the Val surgeon
Wait, did we
if
not
you
just do
want
an arm in
another
Path of
robot
Exile
arm,
1? the little arm
And
that would
maybe hit a
cast
better
the
one
Keeper of the
next time.
Flame.
I thought so. No, it was one
yeah.
chat. Why are
Like
you
the
misleading
commander
me?
Can give you a
Stop
new
lying to
type
my
of
wife.
reward.
God, his name
Medallions
is
that can be used to
Solotl.
manipulate the temple in other ways.
So cute.
Using a Queeper Lartal's
That's you have to like go and
will
get the
allow
blood
you to
like into
artificially
the big
boost a
blood
room,
tree that
even
birthed
if it
you.
doesn't
Yeah,
start the
exactly.
normal
And I kept
requirements.
saying I don't like the word womb
And
gift.
quite a lot
Is
of
I
these
remember that was my whole
medallions
thing.
stop rooms from destabilizing when you complete a temple,
My womb hurts.
allowing you to guarantee getting a reward a second time.
Girl, I was telling my
Great if you
stream.
want to stock up on
I
double
I gotta stop by like a doctor
Now,
because
with
lately
all that aside,
my womb's been
time
hurting.
to face the architect.
My like ovaries
you
they
will be
hurt
in
a
for
little
a
more
fight.
than usual. I'm like, am I gonna die?
I appreciate how
I
candid
hope
you are
it's
with
just a
my
try.
with your
You will
stream. I
find
don't think I would
another
I don't
concept
think
that
I
can
would
be
tell
used to
my
modify
chat
the
about my
temple.
womb pains personally.
But this one
But
is special.
I also do it because
allows
knowing
you to
myself,
place new
once it
types
stops
of
hurting, I'll
rooms
forget about
with
it.
specific
So if I tell them,
rewards.
they're gonna be like, "Hey, Matara, you've
There
talked
are
about it
rooms
hurting a
with
few times. I'm
specific
worried about you."
uniques, Special runes.
This seems like an
I need,
appropriate
like,
topic
the-
for a sponsor
and
segment.
cards.
Dude, the game had womb gifts. The first game had womb gifts. They don't
More
give a
niche
fuck,
crafting
man.
She told
Like
him
this
he
one,
had
that
slutty
can
little
extract the soccer
ankles.
balls
I mean,
back
that could
out of
also
an
still be a
item
problem,
at the
but
cost of destroying
No. But no,
Now, something really important is every league we release a significant amount of content for the in-game. In order to make sure that the
he actually has ankle
I wanna
socks,
ask
which
you.
is sorry, go on, go on.
Many mechanics
for
to
the,
make sure
I
that
do
want
want to say, I do wonder if I was like a man complaining about my shoulder hurting or something,
Getting
if
some
people would
rooms to
not
level
react
3
that way,
adds
right?
extra mods to
But
the
as soon as a
entire
girl is like,
dungeon.
my
And these
ovaries
stack with each
burn,
other.
everyone's like, oh, Matara,
So
that's
in
really
Endgame,
uncomfortable.
When you can
Don't
get
talk
some
about your
really big
ovaries.
temples, you can generate
I think
a
it's
challenge that can
it's
even
like
match the strongest of
whatever is
characters.
comfortable personally for you. I wouldn't say that
We
ovaries is
also
the same as
start
a
to
shoulder
introduce
though.
ways to store up energy for the temple.
There's like
allowing
I'd
you to
probably
save up
try
many
something closer
runs
to the
so you can
groin
do
for
them later
the
at
man's
release.
equivalent.
Groin
and
would
not
be a good
interrupt
one.
your mapping too
Yeah.
often.
Gentlemen, I have pulled
Now, in
my
each
groin
league, it's
sleeping.
important
Anybody
that
can
you
relate
Guys,
to that?
guys, my
boss to
groin
test your
is in
character's
much
might.
pain.
I have
In the fate of
torsioned
the
my
Val, you will
groin.
get to face Adziri while she was
Ooh.
at the
Balls
peak of
hurting.
her power. One of the
Why's that
rewards
thing
you
all
will gain by
wiggly? What did
defeating
it look
the
like?
Architect is the ability to
I like
place
it.
the royal access chamber. Once connected to your temple, you can visit it to finally reach the Queen of the Val herself. This fight
ready.
takes place at
I
a
wanna
Yeah,
see
I think
another
I think
fight.
maybe the reason why I keep that
Right
degree of
as Adziri
separation is because
communes with
if
the
I
beast's
tell
power
people if
and
I tell
takes
chat
your
about
true corrupted
about
form.
that, like chances are
Now,
someone's gonna
I'm
come
not
in.
gonna
A
show you the whole fight.
Sorry.
but we
So
will
no,
tempt
chances
you
are
with
someone's
one
gonna
of
come
the
in 2 weeks from
rewards.
them and be like, "How are your ovaries feeling today,
This is
streamer?"
Adziri.
Yeah.
This staff gives additional levels to all
That
of
is
your
a
corrupted
cool
gems
staff.
and lets you
Holy
trade
It is a very
them
cool
for
staff.
extra damage.
I need
in addition
corrupted
to that, while
spells.
using
Yeah,
this
brackets
corrupt-
carrying.
Mirrors of refraction will constantly appear on the battlefield. Any projectile you fire at these will split
I think
into
another
a nova,
thing
and they can
is-
chain from one to the other.
Even though you're
So,
very capable
the
and you're a
fate of the
great
Val League.
gamer, because you're a
But
very cute
we are
girl,
also
you
bringing the
naturally have more
previous
people
league,
being more
Rise
doting
of
on
the
you.
Abyssal, into the core
Whereas
game.
for me, even though I'm more of
Along
a
with a
girl
few
failure
changes.
because I have the auntie vibe, more people
Now,
are like,
for
she'll
those of
figure
you
it
who
out.
haven't seen what
She's
happens when
not
the
a
league is
girl
over,
failure.
it's important to understand that you will not be seeing abysses
am,
in every
but it,
area
like,
anymore.
I save it with my
Rise of
auntie
the
energy.
Abyssal is now
I
one
see.
of the league
I
mechanics
didn't deny
that
the
show
auntie
up
part.
randomly in in-game.
Yeah.
If you
But
want
even
to
though you're
specialize
very
in running
capable, I think
abysses,
because of your
there is
natural
now a
innate
tablet
cuteness,
that will
everyone's
allow
always
you to
like,
add
"Oh,
them
that
to any
lights."
map you run.
She's small.
Did
You
you
can
eat
also
water?
craft the tablet
Did you eat
to add
today, guys?
abyss-specific mods
In fairness,
to
sometimes
enhance
I'm
how
like,
they
stream, I
function.
forgot to eat dinner, and then they yell at me, so maybe I deserve it.
Now that Abyss is core, it
That happens
also
when I'm
needs
playing
its own Atlas
Path of
tree.
Exile. Wow.
You can gain your first points by completing an
Another
abyss.
one.
But there are more available for doing depths and killing certain bosses.
But you can tell that
And
I'm
there
not
are a
like
bunch of
too.
different options.
I don't know too much about the end game
might
of these
just want
games because
more
I'm like,
monsters and
yeah,
bosses.
like whenever it's a segment
But
showing off the
you
new
could
pretty
also
abilities,
make
I'm like,
finishing
yeah, and then it gets to
Abyss
this segment, and I'm
have a
like,
chance to
I don't know what's
overrun
going
a
on, but that's
nearby
really
map of the
cool. I
Abyss.
want to build a dungeon.
Or make your waystone
dungeon building
modifiers
looks really,
also
really
apply
good.
to abyssal
Yeah, yeah,
depths.
yeah.
You could specialize
Did I
in the
drink water
interaction with
today?
other
Yes.
leagues,
Did I get a back rub?
or
I live with
specialize in
married
a
roommates.
specific
I don't think
abyssal
either
faction.
of them should be giving me a back rub.
One of the important elements that we have heard
Imagine.
loud and clear is that needing to do abyss crafting on on waystones is quite annoying.
It's quite cute. If you lie down on my
So,
house, chances
have
are
removed them.
Pomeranian will give you an impromptu back rub by just jumping
In
on your
fact,
back.
we
So.
have removed instilling
Get a
from
back rub over
waystones as
here.
well. This mechanic felt mandatory on maps because it boosted the value of all other content. but it was both annoying to do and resulted in a lot of visual clutter.
By the way, Limes, I don't know if you can notice this. This is
Instead,
old
We are
gameplay.
bringing
Yeah,
back some of that
yeah.
power on tablets,
It's patch
which you don't need to craft nearly
0.3.1.
as often,
Yeah, I see that.
since they last for 10
no.
maps each. Once you defeat the Arbiter of Ash,
Just in case.
Goodbye,
you don't.
Arbiter
you'll
of
be able
Ash.
to upgrade tablets to a rare
Yeah, that was
with
like
4 mods
instant.
using regular currency. Even this isn't enough to fully bring back the power you could have gotten from instilling. So we have also buffed the
Are they gonna
bonuses
show
that
us the cool
tablets
new
give.
cosmetic? Because I think the
Going
supporter
forward,
packs are
we're
really,
not
really
going
just
to be
they're so
adding
extra.
any
Like
more crafting
one time they were like,
directly to
you can buy a
waystones
pet that eats
outside
other
of the
people's
basic
pets. It was like, what?
because it adds
I
too
remember
much
that.
Is there
micromanagement.
gonna be like pet power scaling where you
But on
can
that
then buy a
note,
pet that defends
Fate
your
of the
pet from the
Veil
pet that
does
eats other
bring
pets?
The ability to corrupt
Yep,
your
imagine.
tablets, hoping to get one of many different random outcomes.
Usually this reminds me that I didn't buy the previous
Now,
supporter pack
with
and I gotta
regard
rush.
to Delirium Fall,
Because once they
even
show
though
the
you
supporter
shouldn't
pack, you're gonna have a
it on
week
every map
to buy the
anymore,
current one.
we still did want to
see.
make it less visually annoying.
I like
Lime, stop giving them ideas.
Yeah, I like doing the
So you
thing
won't feel like
where,
you're just playing
like,
in
if
a
I
sea
want
of
to, if
gray.
I want to whale on a game and buy something expensive, I'm
Another
like,
big source of
oh
problems in the
no, the
endgame
game
is the
capture
feeling of
crashed.
getting
What on
overwhelmed
earth
with
is happening? That's very strange until I actually
And then
buy it.
Reduce the number of
You load
monsters
back
in
in
early
with,
endgame.
like-
Load back in and I'm suddenly
10,000.
blinged out to the
But
fucking
still scaled up
kills.
the
Yeah, it's
number
like,
of
I don't know what
monsters to
happened
previous
then.
levels by the time you got to tier
Gold
15.
chains everywhere, diamonds.
After
Three
letting
three
this
rings
simmer
on
for a
each
while,
finger, yeah.
We are still
Yep.
getting this kind of feedback. So we are no longer going to scale up the number of monsters you go as you get deeper into the endgame. Instead, we are scaling up the difficulty and rewards by the same amount.
Bit rate killer. Let's get
Instead of
subscribed by
increasing the number of
carpet.
monsters by 40%, they will instead drop
Bone one.
40% more items, grant 40% more
one.
experience, and have 40% more life. In addition to all the normal scaling they
I
get,
I like
via
the impact
higher
feel
level.
of that like
This
ice
only
shower.
applies to
It's like
regular
when it hits the ground, it
not
feels like it's
monsters.
shaking the floor.
We have
It does,
also
and I
reduced
like
the
that they
speed
turn into
modifiers
like
that
almost they
monsters
look
can
like
get
marble
sometimes,
statues.
which
I know it's
also
ice,
helps a lot
but
with this.
that's really cool.
Now, we did have a large amount of content for endgame planned for 040, but unfortunately we just didn't get time to finish it. The scope was a bit too large, and so we
No!
would need to wait until
Oh,
050
end
for
game
that.
content missing for
But
me.
rest
Not that I've
assured,
ever been there.
There will be a ton of upgrades for the existing leagues, as well as new
You gave
pinnacle
us the
bosses
Druid, we
and
forgive
a
you.
significant
Yeah, no,
overhaul
we,
to
we,
the
we
Atlas
love you.
passive
We
tree
have a cool
coming
druid.
soon.
We get to set fields
Now,
of wheat
another
on
problem
fire.
that becomes a much
Also,
bigger issue
excuse
in
me, are you
endgame
telling
is
me you're
game
not going to
performance.
overwork your
Wait, wait, wait,
employees
wait,
right
before
lots
this
of
pass.
work.
Shh, 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 shh.
The primary
The nerds
issue
are talking.
is CPU load.
No.
And to address that, a lot of things have been optimized. And we have done a lot of work to take advantage of more of your CPU cores.
More
Me with my
fucks.
5080.
You should see frame rates of at
I'm
least
ready.
25% higher.
Although I am slightly
lot
afraid that
less
that will
bad
bring back the
frame spikes
24H2
during
bug
gameplay.
for Windows 11 computers,
It
so
does
hopefully
make
not.
quite a big difference, especially on consoles.
It looks
A lot more
awesome.
work
It
in
looks
this
so
area
much
is
better.
ongoing.
Like the frame rate is
And you'll
double on the new
continue
one
to see
for
performance
depending on
improvements
presumably
over the
depending
next
on your
few
kit.
months. Of course, another important area is game balance.
Very good. Sorry,
we
I
have
didn't mean
made
to
a
shush you. I
lot
like it
of
when
progress.
I like it when they
Now,
talk tech to me.
Most of it you'll see
Yeah.
from the patch notes, but I'll do a quick
Can you
summary of
believe
some
that
of the
instead of
numbers.
forcing their employees to work overtime
as
on
adding
Christmas,
11 new
they
unique
shipped a
items,
very good
we have
product
rebalanced
without
dozens of
overburdening
others that
everybody?
are not
Yeah, they were
currently
like the
used very
scope
often.
isn't good. It's Christmas. We
We've
would like
also
a
done
break.
pass of
Fair
Limealicious
enough, man.
supports. 21 of them have been rebalanced, as well as adding 9 more.
Again, if you own
Alongside
Path
the
of
two new
Exile 2,
Druid
it's a free
ascendancies,
update.
we have
So
made balance changes to almost all the others. With
And if
some
you
of them
don't,
getting
it's
a
like
grander
$30.
rebalance, such as the Smith of Katava. Alongside the 20 plus new Druid skills, we've also rebalanced 90 other active skills across all the different classes. And
90?
to top it all off,
Oh my
Prime,
God.
there
thank
are
you so much
also
for
over
17 months. Thank you, thank
250
you.
new passive skills added to the passive tree.
What do you mean? There was
These
no
changes
room
should
for
go a long way
250
to
more
increase the
fucking
viability of
skills,
many
you
more
lunatics.
skills,
I don't know where they
uniques,
put them.
and overall build variety that can tackle our most challenging
yeah, every
content.
Path of Exile 2 and 1 update is free.
Next up,
The only thing
we're
is you
going
need
to
to
be
own
talking
Path of
about
Exile
our
2,
new supporter
which
And they're
isn't
gonna be
free
Druid
yet.
themed, right?
Today,
I'm
we're
so
launching 2 new
excited.
series of supporter packs.
Ugh,
The
and look, it's
Polycorsa
you!
and Calgary
It's
packs.
you!
It's
Each
me, it's
tier
a
contains the
baby.
pack's full face value in
Can you buy
points,
that pet,
alongside
please?
several exclusive microtransactions.
Please. That way I can
As
be with you
always,
forever.
The microtransactions in these packs
Oh
are purely
god,
silence.
it's gonna
They do
wriggle
not
after
affect
me
your
though.
character's power
Is this
or
a bad time to
aggression
say
in
that,
any
you know,
way.
it makes me slightly
I know.
uncomfortable?
I know.
Precursor
At least you're not a
series of
spider.
supporter
If you were a
packs
spider, I'd be
contains
fucked.
packs
It's
exclusive
actually like a
microtransactions.
robo bug, so it's almost kind of cute, and it's chasing things.
the marble statue character effect.
I'm getting it.
Once you finally stay still for a moment,
Is PoE from a European company? New
rises up
Zealand.
out of the ground to immortalize you, turning your skin to marble.
You can
And you
tell from
marblify.
you can
When
tell
you
from
next
their
move,
accents.
The stone crumbles around you. The precursors had mastery
cool.
over gravity manipulation.
Ooh.
So too can you, now with the Gravity Well portal.
Balls.
Witness the power of its pull as you approach it.
That's cool.
Cut your frames
Draw
for
in
fun.
enemies with your own gravitational pull with the Awakened Precursor armor set.
I want the AFK statue
The
actually.
Precursors designed and built
The
many
AFK statue is the-
mysterious ancient beings
Honestly, this thing is actually
This one
kind of
used to
cute because
serve
he's
as
a
scout
robot.
that would patrol
baby.
and
I
tase
like him
intruders.
actually. I'd buy that.
Why salvage gear yourself
Yay!
when the
Call
Master
it
of the Forge can
Matara.
do it for you?
Whoa,
Molten gold spills
he's
out as the
gooping.
Forge Master breaks down your items.
Very goopin'.
The relic of the Precursor's map device
Wow.
is a mysterious machine that sits atop ancient colossal statues. It keeps track of the number of charges consumed on your Precursor tablets used in the device. The Kalguran Pack series also contains 6
Thank you for the
exclusive
2
microtransactions.
years. Holy moly, milestone. Thank you, thank you.
The Kalgurans had
The tentacles
astounding
with the
skill in
gold.
astronomy, being able
Oh.
to track cosmic events with absolute precision. Harnessing that skill with the astronomer's
I
level
realized
up
my
effect
dad
equipped,
ghosted me.
you too can now see
Ah.
exactly how long it took you to level up.
What did you ask
as it
him about?
outputs the time in chat.
Like, we were supposed
time
to be going for a
taken to
dog
reach
walk.
your
And
last
I was like, what
3
time are we
levels
walking? He's
is
just not
also
responded.
displayed on the item, so you can link it when you have a time you're proud of.
Father.
Crush unique enemies by unleashing the wrath of
Wait,
the lost Kalguran
can I hit you
fleet,
with something
led
kind of
formerly
funny?
by Captain Heartland himself.
At least you have a dad to go on
A
walks
Kalguran
with.
seafarer needs armor fit for the treacherous
I don't know.
seas of
Sometimes he
Recon.
disappears. For...
This
Ooh, I like
has
the
you covered
seafarer
with the
armor.
classic
That is
tricorn
very cute. The
and,
little
of course,
helmet.
a peg
I like
leg.
With
the
the
peg leg.
The
Oh, yeah,
lost
the
treasure
peg
weapon
leg.
skins top off your appearance of
Yarr.
a true raider of the seas. These gilded weapons can be applied to wands, two-hand maces, and
Cute.
shields.
It's a
Cool.
hammer with a what?
After a long day of
That's
plundering loot,
shield.
retreat to the Kraken's Cove hideout. A home of some of the most deadly ocean-dwelling creatures
my
in
God.
Breakfast. Many ships have met their demise here.
I hope you have a good walk with your dad. If not today,
What
then
better to
tomorrow.
accompany
It will,
you
it
in
will be
Kraken's
tomorrow. It'd be
Cove
pretty
than a
impressive if it
kraken
was today
itself?
because it'd be like midnight.
Replace your
It
stash
should
with a
hopefully be
dormant
tomorrow
kraken,
afternoon.
waiting for its prey. As you
Look at
approach,
that.
it will awaken and terrify
Big
both you
kraken.
and any guests in your hideout. Alongside this, an extra stash skin item will be
Would you like
granted
to pay
you.
its money to put tentacles
And
in your
when
base?
placed,
Yes!
automatically open
Yes.
to any stash tab set with
Wait,
the
you can
currency
do it.
definitive.
You could just have a whole
Yeah.
thing
To
of
navigate
tentacles.
through your
Alrighty
tabs.
then.
Look at my gold
Additionally,
tentacles.
any microtransactions from these supporter packs will be made available for use in Path of Exile 1.
Woo!
Yay!
Thank you very much for all your ongoing support. We're just about to start
No,
the
thank
Q&A with
you.
Ziggy D. Afterwards, at 11 a.m. NZ time, we'll post the patch notes. With release at the end of next week, our community team will be posting crucial information you'll need for the release. Keep an eye on the news. Thanks for joining us today and checking out our latest developments. We're
Thanks
looking
for
forward to
having
playing
us.
alongside our fellow shapeshifting exiles, all while uncovering Lost Vale secrets. by
I usually
doing
like
some
to catch
dungeon
the
crafting.
start of the Q&A.
Oh
We'll be
yeah,
back to
I'll
Q&A
watch the
shortly,
Q&A for like
so
15
please
minutes or so.
get
Are you
your
going to be
questions ready.
continuing
Yeah.
streaming after this?
Yeah, I'm just starting.
Yeah, okay. What I might do is I might play a couple of rounds of the new Elden Ring DLC with my friend, with my friends,
Yeah.
with my chat who are my friends. I'm getting parasocial lately. I keep saying with my friends, with
I
my
love
chat
it.
friends, and chat keeps being like, she called us her friends.
She's
Back
been
Exiles to the
parasocial.
Q&A
Yeah.
portion. I am your
So I
host,
might do a
Ziggy
couple
D.
rounds of
Today
that,
we're
and then
gonna be
I'll send
touching
them
on the
your way
design
so you
of
can
the
look after
Druid and the
them.
fate of the Vile
You must
League.
look after
We'll
my
get
chat
some
friends.
community questions. Then we'll deep dive into endgame.
I like this man's
balance, and
shoes.
Other game design topics.
I like
joined
leatherwork boot
by
type shoes.
Game directors.
And you also
Jonathan
like not
Rogers and
seeing
Mike
his
Roberts.
ankles,
How you guys
huh?
going?
Yes.
Oh, it's very good. I mean, it's been a great one to work on this one.
It's
Like, I've
actually
really
it's
enjoyed it, so,
it's
yeah,
the same
definitely great to
culprit
see you again. And it
actually
feels like
for
it's
the
only been,
ankle.
like,
So I think that's
no
just
time at all
his
since the last time you were
vibes.
here with
But
the-
fortunately, where he tends to
It feels
sit,
like only
my head
several weeks,
censors it
and
for
that's
chat,
pretty
so
accurate.
their
We
innocence
get to
is
see you
preserved.
twice as often now, so that's fun.
Yeah,
I
I've
see.
been around
Lies
for 2 months or so
Malicious,
now,
our
so
friend.
it's great. I love it. Keep going. So I do have to.
Quick thoughts about the Druid update for you.
A little bit weak.
I am so
any
excited. I wanted to play Druid like since Path of Exile came out. Basically, I remember because I played Diablo first, and I really liked Diablo 2, and I really liked Druid. And then Path of Exile came out, and I was like, oh, a non-Blizzard type Diablo game. Can I play a Druid? And it was like, no. And then Path of Exile 2 came out. I was like, ooh. If they're making a sequel, can I play a Druid? No. So we're finally getting a Druid, and I'm so excited about it. What's wrong with ankle socks? Nothing is wrong with ankle socks. It's just, for some reason, it's apparently the indicator of a millennial. Like, it's a giveaway.
Hey, I love ankle socks.
Yeah.
Probably going to be worthwhile. We make some videos.
What are your thoughts on Druid?
If I started playing Path of Exile 2, people have just been like, I'm waiting for Druid, I'm waiting for Druid, I'm waiting for Druid, like non-stop. So I'm happy they finally got the Druid.
Yes, yeah.
When I first watched it,
Yeah, no, I can't wear ankle socks. They make it makes I don't know, it makes it feel like there's something weirdly missing because like I've got shoes and socks, and so that part of my foot is like covered, and then my pants are covering most other things, but then there's this weird like gap where I feel like my ankles are so naked. I gotta wear long socks.
You know, I love ankle socks and Crocs. Croc and sock with the ankle socks is wow. I love it.
I wear comfy socks and Birkenstocks.
Get some like raw
Yeah.
to people.
But
let me think. So what are my thoughts on currently seeing it? I'm not gonna lie. After seeing the wyvern, it feels like the bear and the wolf are a little undercooked. But maybe it's just the way that they showed it. Like the wyvern felt like it had all the elements. It was flying. It was like doing so much that I wonder if they undercooked the wolf and the bear. But maybe it was just first impressions. Maybe it's my own bias because I love wyverns.
Yeah, a couple people in chat said like the damage looked low for the wolf specifically, but I think with the wolf a lot of the damage is going to be in the pack. And I think there's some level of like the synergy going on as well. Like they'll probably want you to do combos rather than just doing like, because obviously with the dragon the big effect was just like taking off and doing fireball, but like then presumably what they want is like the wolf to do like combo stuff with being able to switch back and forth between wolf and bear as you like and things like that. So
I really like the look of Val. I really like the like what is it like? It's like being pretty good automatons. It's futuristic, but it's past because it's like also Mayan Aztec inspired. I really love the look of that.
Hoping to bring it out.
I'm mega excited about the supporter bug. I'm sorry, that little critter is so cute.
Honestly, like when it was in the dark, it looked like an actual bug, and I was a little bit skeeved. But it's actually it's a mechanical bug, and it chases the electricity, which is cute. So I'll probably get one.
What those might be, but with this class, people want to be able to play just as a bear or just as a wolf, as well as people who want to play like dual with
just
the
as a
human
bear,
animals, or people who just want to be a wolf and a bear.
I like how they say bear.
Yeah.
So we had to kind of come up with a way for like each line needs to be self-sufficient.
I'm excited to see how you switch
but at the same time,
animal from animal to animal. Like if some people are going to do it solo, Druid, like if you only do one animal, or if you're going to switch around.
So we kind of have to like
it's interesting because they said that to maximize that like the moon thing, switching between the forms. I didn't catch why, but they said like switching from bear to wolf and wolf to bear is actually like the way to get the full benefit, which I thought was interesting.
Well, I noticed that they both don't have all of the elements, right? With bear being more fire focused and wolf being more electricity ice, so probably that's how you get both.
Maybe, yeah.
Because you get all the elemental effects. We'll see.
We'll see.
Well, guess what, Limes? We can see next week.
December 12th, was it?
Yeah. Just a reminder for everybody watching, if you are interested, the game is currently in early access, but they're constantly updating. Every 3 months there's an update for Path of Exile 1 or Path of Exile 2. Once the game Path of Exile 2 comes out fully, it will be free. But if you want to play it now in early access, you can purchase it. Every update is free. So I purchased it once and I've been playing for free every time. Like they said, if you get the supporter packs, you can use that currency in Path of Exile 1. And if you're curious, check out Path of Exile 1. It's currently free. And it just got a really big update 3 months ago.
Even the locomotion was, how does it walk?
So,
are we going to walk on 2 legs?
It's
Are we going
great.
to walk on 4? We ended up splitting the
and just ask anybody in chat how many hours they have.
on 2 legs. when
I have
you're,
a friend who
walking,
had 10,000
you go
hours in
forward,
Path of
you actually do
Exile
your
1,
speed
and that
boost
was
while
like
you're
10 years ago
on
or
4
something.
legs,
So it's like,
as a
I dread to think how
just,
much time he spent in
after
it
like
now.
1 second of walking, you go down on
Yeah.
4 legs, you start moving a bit faster. So
Just
yeah, it's
feel
pretty
free,
cool.
like
An
just
interesting
ask
thing there,
ask
I don't think,
around.
is each
Ask other
form
people how
technically has
much
a
they
kind
have
of
in the
passive
game.
benefit.
You
And also think about it.
you don't ask a
the
woman
running
their
classes
age, and you don't
wolf,
ask a Path of Exile player how
I
many
don't know
hours
exactly
they've
what the
sunk
wyvern
into
ones
it.
were, but like for the bear, for
Think about
example, 'cause
how
you're just a
many
bit bigger,
games
you know,
are
bit of
still
a
getting
tank,
this type of
yeah,
life
you actually
support.
do get armor
How many free
and,
games are still getting this
armor
type of life
applies to
support so
elemental
many years
damage is a
later?
thing, and like, you know,
Right?
there's a kind of, which is like honestly, unless you
So
actually
that
have
is-
to
Just
that
a
is
couple of
definitely
MMOs,
something.
and that's about it.
undescribed
Yeah.
everywhere.
It was even more than that. because
And
I
then
was just
ask
looking at it
everybody
again
you know
before.
about how much they
bear
love
has,
Path of
like,
Exile.
passive
Everybody looks at you
endurance
with
charge
stars in
generation.
their
Yes, it
eyes.
does.
Rage
So
expenditure.
from rage expenditure, it
I
does.
was like, that's so cool.
Yeah. So we really wanted to make sure that
Oh, yeah,
each of the
Warframe.
different
Warframe's
forms had
another good
things
one.
that can benefit the other forms. So like it was
I
really
don't think I
tricky to figure
played
out
it
what
yet.
are the resources that a bear can generate, what are the
It's
resources
good.
that
The
a wolf
community's
can
really
generate, what are the ones
sweet.
the wyvern can generate, that the other ones can then use in order to kind of get that cross synergy. So
Wait,
yeah,
I'm
that's
just gonna
kind of like,
quickly
one of the
pee,
reasons
okay,
why we had to
Limes?
kind of
Okay.
Can you keep
yeah,
the moment
part of the
for me?
trickiness.
1
And that caught
second.
me by surprise as well,
Okay.
because like technically it's mentioned, but I never really fully understood the idea that
I
you
really do
can
like
swap
that guy's
between the
shoes.
forms. Like
I have a
human
pair
to
of Red Wing
animal and
boots
back,
that I
yeah,
really
think
like,
that's
but I don't
what's
feel
going
like I
on
get to
here,
wear it
that
enough
you can, like,
because like
leap
they're
in as a wolf
more
and
like
then
cold weather
immediately
boots, but
transform to a bear
I don't want to get them
mid-slam.
dirty.
Yeah,
So the thing with this is that
I need to get thermal tights
we-
to wear with them also
you
because
want
they
to
look better
present
with
a
like
fantasy to someone
shorts or a
as far as,
skirt
what
or
the UI is
something.
pushing
But I
you
don't want to
towards
wear
and all that
those when
stuff.
it's
There are
cold,
gonna be
so
a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
get
people
some
who are like, I
thermal
wanna be a bear,
tights.
and they just pick bear stuff and they go all bear, right? But at the same time, we're unconstrained in the sense that you can pick all the other stuff. You can use it at the same time. So one talisman, like effectively when you pick on a talisman from like wolf, bear, or wyvern, what that's giving you
Matara
is
did
the default
not say
attack, right? That's
panic.
what you're actually
Matara
picking,
said
and that's
stay
all it is,
calm.
right?
She's just going to the
And they often will
bathroom.
guide you, like,
It's
what
not a
skills you're
big
picking and
deal.
so on, but you
You've
can
got
just
your
use
water.
that
You're
same
listening
talisman
to
as
your
many different animal
favorite
skills as you would like.
tunes.
That just means that you've got that sort of free flowing, like, you know, trying out different stuff, sort of combo gameplay that we, you know, like to try and get. So, you know, obviously there will just be a lot of people who just pick one thing, right? Like I absolutely expect that. But yeah, no, there's a lot of experimentation to do there if you want to do it.
Yeah, so you've tried to hit like making it so like people who just want like a simple straightforwards, like I just want to run out as bear and slam the ground, like that's certainly very possible there. But also you with this whole class you had the problem of how do we make like a spellcaster and a melee attacker that's shapeshifter as well.
I didn't say
and
panic.
This class has got a bit of everything.
For sure.
How did you make all that kind of like work together and solve that build problem of like how do you actually scale these things?
It actually
together in a
seems like
way
they
that
were
just
talking a
one thing
little
isn't
bit
way better
about
than
the
everything else?
Right. Well, I mean, it's always
how the
tricky, and
different,
Mark's
like,
obviously
druid
the one who
forms
handles a lot
fill
of the balance
different
stuff, but I can
roles.
see, even just from a design perspective,
It would be a little bit.
you know, so I
It
just throw
looked. It
on the
looked
fence all
like.
my
It looked like
horrible
Wolf was
stuff
still
and be
mostly
like,
melee,
how am I gonna
right?
balance this? No, but,
Like a melee
but,
summoner.
yeah, but effectively, like, so even with the spellcasting,
Because I want
side,
to
one of the
hit
things we initially wanted with the
things.
spellcasting is a lot of it's like over time type effects that, you know, so for example, with the volcano being the really obvious one, right? Like you can create this thing, and then you can turn into an animal and do other stuff at the same time. So we needed on the human side a lot of things that last for a long time. But the problem you then run into when you actually go to balance the thing is like, okay, well, if you've just got like 5 damage over time style spells, why not just cast all of them and then you don't have to ever do anything else, right? Like, so it's like that kind of stuff makes it really
That is
hard.
a
So
good
then you have to
point,
start
like,
thinking,
you know,
okay, we want to make it so that
trying to make
you
it
cast a
viable to if you
long-term
do
thing
cast
as a
some
human,
things,
but then being an animal is going to
and then
augment
become an animal.
that so that it improves it. So for example, with the tornado, it's got a
Hello.
similar mechanic to the
Hey.
little twisters that the
They're talking-
ground effects can
They're
empower
talking
it
about the
with,
balancing nightmare, which is a
with,
really interesting one because it's not
extra
because it is.
elemental stuff.
It's actually very
And so then
similar
we're
to like
okay, well, if the
MMOs, where
animal
it's like
forms are the ones
Tell me,
that can
tell me,
create the
tell me.
ground
I like when you
effects,
talk nerdy.
then that means that you're kind of like,
it's like the complexity of the thing, right? Because they want to give you a reason to use the different various parts of the druid. So they're talking about how like with the druid stuff, they want the spells to last a long time, so that you can become an animal and not have them drop and just constantly having to switch backwards and forwards. But there is a danger where if they do that with the humans, like, you know, the compounding effects could be too powerful, or it could be like very underwhelming, or it could just be why not just cast the spells and not actually do the animal form because the spells are like, you know, you don't
spells are
need
so
to.
strong.
Yeah, exactly. And it's kind of like, I guess the easiest way to deal with that would be to have it so the spells specifically enhance things about being in the animal form. So like, you know, if your tornado is currently active, you gain such and such on your wolf form. But the problem with that is the same as when like they ran into that recently with like Mistweaver Monk on WoW, where it was like your heals are so piss pathetic if you don't have like 5 different conditionals amping them. So it's like it's a very like delicate set of balancing levers where you don't want something to feel bad when it doesn't have other things, but you can't just make it so all of them are powerful because then when they're combined it gets stupid.
I didn't think about it, how like balancing something like a druid adds a little bit more complexity because you actually want people to use the animal form, right? But if the animal form is so much stronger, then why would they use the human form, right? Like that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Oh,
Although
this is
in fairness in Diablo 2, I did just go wolf and never turned back ever. I literally was never human.
I wonder if that's something that they would prefer, but yeah, that's so interesting.
It was also because obviously in like these games the character that you play is set, and when I was little I was like, but I want to be a girl, but I can't be a girl. Well, fine, I'm just gonna become a wolf and not even think about it because then you can't tell.
In my heart, I'm a girl wolf. Not like other wolves. I'm worse and girlier.
Bosses in bear form, like with dropping tornadoes, and there's the totem which you can summon in animal form.
Yeah, I wonder about that. That's interesting. I always think about like if something's underpowered, people aren't using it as much. But with such a robust skill tree and everything, like they kind of want people to play all parts of the game, and they want people to make combos and make, you know, builds that are game breaking. But then if they're too game breaking, then it just becomes the meta, and that's kind of boring.
Yeah, there's also like, you know, with something that can do so much, you run the risk of, in order to make it be on par with all of the other characters, that you have to do twice as much. Like that's like a feral druid.
Power
where they're having to press like twice as many buttons to get the same level of power, and if they don't press all of those buttons, they're kind of pissed. But that's because if you make them as powerful with less buttons, people who press more buttons just get silly.
That's something that I like where they've had a lot of items that auto cast spells, because like not everyone's a good gamer. As I get older, I become a worse gamer, and like it's a lot of buttons for me to press, you know. So I'm glad when they're like, "Don't worry, Auntie, we got you. We'll have the game auto press some buttons for you because you're old."
I don't know. They might have
I
changed
really
that.
like that.
I'll find out afterwards. I just throw my opinion in there. I don't want to necessarily be like, you know, I try and make sure with a lot of these balanced discussions, it's not
Wait,
like,
question.
you know,
I just got a Steam Deck, y'all. Can I play Path of Exile on my Steam Deck?
I think honestly.
You know, my first instinct is like, yeah, like let it run.
Does
See if it's Steam Deck verified.
Somebody said yes.
It's playable.
Somebody else said yes.
It says
I
playable.
don't know what the problem is, so don't worry. Oh, now they do. Thanks, you ruined it. Now people will know of it.
Yeah, it's marked as playable for Steam Deck.
I'm going back to bed.
Let's see that line of text. Now, that's the Ziggy line
I'm going back to bed and I'm playing. No, not today.
I really want to love the Steam Deck, but unfortunately, because I have teeny tiny baby hands, because I'm a teeny tiny baby person, the sticks on the Steam Deck and the buttons are too far away from the edge of the console, and I actually have to stretch my thumb in order to reach the far button or push the stick all the way to the right. Yeah, and it gets very uncomfortable.
When I first took it out, I'm like, what is this battleship? Like, this is huge. Even though I'm a tall girl, I have small fingers. So for me, like, I'll see how it plays, but I definitely was like, oh, this is intimidating. Big.
Yeah, like ergonomically, it's not the best, and it's not even just the size of the console. It's literally just the fact that the buttons are too hard for me to press.
Yeah, it's comfortable for me. Well, good for you. You're not a 4'11" woman.
I remember trying to play. I think it was Isaac, and my hand kept slipping off the stick because it was like too much to push.
I'm sorry, baby.
It's okay.
Is the Switch comfortable for you, or is it also a little bit?
Yes, it is. It's just I miss the 3DS where I could lie in bed, like on my back, and hold it above my head and not get cramps or pain.
Yeah.
And actually, the premium playing position is the 3DS was perfectly sized so that if you're on your side, it doesn't like make your arms stick out at a weird angle when you're holding it. Like,
so it doesn't like hurt your elbows.
Yeah, because the Switch is long enough that like my arms aren't kind of like, or the arm on top isn't like resting against my body. It's having to like sit away from my body, which is uncomfortable when I'm on my side. 3DS was premium.
I thought one of the like really well sized consoles was was a PSP.
Maybe in the future,
PSPs were
But maybe
good.
I was just really into Disgaea, so
We can do, but the thing is, a lot of
I liked
the
it.
identity of a weapon type really
It
comes
was
a lot from what
good.
it can do, and so that's the kind of the main reason why we do it that way. But
so Limes, which druid are you gonna? First of all, start with the druid, and then
And start
are
with
you
the
gonna
druid.
go for wolf?
weapons and things
Yeah, I'm going.
Like, it's
I'm
maybe
going
mention
druid,
about
and I'm
bear,
going
because,
lightning and doing whatever
definitely some of
enables
the
me to
bears
do
I noticed
silly
parallel
lightning
between
things as
some of
much
its
as I
skills
can.
and some of the
Um,
main
I like
stuff,
that.
and I could see
Yeah, I
absolutely
think
combining, like,
I think
this
I will
bear
be a
skill
wolf
that
if
places
possible,
fishes
unless it turns
with
out that the
the
wolf
other
is just
stuff on
like
the main
absolutely
stuff.
dire
The fishes,
compared to
there's,
like a bear
very
dragon
obvious
combo.
ones.
In
Yeah,
which
yeah,
case,
yeah.
it's not too bad because
They're
the bear's
adjacent
cute
classes,
too.
right? I mean, you've
Like,
got, strength versus
actually, one of my
defense,
problems
like,
with
we
the
wanna be able to make
with the
sure that some
Diablo
of those
druid,
key
it was just
elements
really
do,
ugly.
like cross over
Oh,
just so that to open up the way to have synergy between the
Dire wolf.
As you
Yeah,
get more
thank you,
classes
chat.
and more
Dire
skills,
wolf.
you obviously get an
Yeah,
overlap of the kind
yeah,
of
no, I
mechanics
didn't like the
and
Diablo
keywords
4
and stuff,
wolf, so I'm glad that
you
the
know,
one in Path of
iterating and
Exile is
thus they
actually
will
pretty
always
cute.
cross-synergize, and
And the bear too.
where there
I'm
still will be
excited to
new things
see.
a class offers, yes, there's always going to be a bunch of stuff that they use that will then interact with all the other skills. So.
Yeah, and now you added
I'm thinking what else. I definitely want to try the wyvern, but I'm gonna try the druid. Although I'm worried that like for example, when I was watching the wolf gameplay, it seemed way too mechanically intense for me. That you have to like run around the enemy to do your stuff. I'd much rather have a wand and be like zap,
side of things
zap,
for plants on the
zap.
Fair. That's fair. I mean, and the dragon at least has more reach, and you can just do the fireball puke if you want to like mitigate that. So yeah, if you're not,
it seems to have like very little reach.
yeah, if you're not into melee, you'd probably be happier with the with dragon form, I think.
The more we can start to think, okay, like here's a support that's
Even the
something
bear
obscure.
was like
How
the
can we
fact
make
that you
this
kind of
apply to some
AoE
other
a
kind
little
of thing?
bit
The
and you're
opposite side of the tree where,
tankier
like, maybe there's some
felt
interesting interaction.
nice.
So there could be
You know, plus the
something
bear
like,
had like a
thing
swagger
where
to him.
growing plants as
Yeah,
a-
he was like
as
a dump,
a ranger
dump.
Yeah, he was
could
kind of
be
like
something. I mean,
wiggling
like,
his butt
I
around,
can't
you
say I've
know.
tested the potential there myself, but like we made all of that work. All the plants can, you know, like plant stuff all has mechanics around like watering the.
You feel like it was a little bare bones this batch. See, obviously everybody's allowed to think how they think. I think for a free update, for a game that we bought for $30 like a year plus ago,
It's not even hard to
this
do
is a
as
great
well.
update. There's a
Kinda
lot of
just
new
like,
stuff. It
thanks,
gets
Druid,
people
you buff
excited.
poison rangers.
And he did mention, he's like, we weren't ready to release it. And I would much, as much as we're talking about, oh, it sucks that these studios are making people work overtime. If now people are not working people overtime right before Christmas, we also have to acknowledge, okay, maybe this one is a little bit, as you said, for you, like underdeveloped. Cool. The next one's gonna be, you know, they have had some patches that blow me out of the water, and again, it's a free update that they give every 6 months for Path of Exile 2, and then in tandem work on Path of Exile 1. So
Matara, what animal are we seeing in the patch?
That's got transformations has the bear and the wolf, right?
Animal?
That's just like the staple.
What
And
animals
then
is the
actually for
druid
that-
are gonna
funnily
be?
enough, for that reason, we couldn't.
He's gonna be a bear, a wolf, and a wyvern.
Okay. So when they called the patch bare bones.
Well, exactly, right? That was the reaction.
You have that joke the whole time.
I think so. I think they were punning at you. But no, it is true that like the patch was going to be even bigger. They actually said, but they were like, no, there was we got scope creeped on the end game stuff. That'll be back later.
Also, they wrote a lot more. I just didn't read the full thing.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, maybe they weren't even making. Maybe they weren't even making a pun, and they're just like they are without whimsy.
But again, I think everybody's like, people are allowed to think it's an undercooked patch. I'm not. You don't have to be like, no, Matara, this is the best patch I've ever seen. But I also just always want people to like think about it from another perspective of, hey, the opposite is they're working employees over time, and I do think for a free update, this rules. We got a new class.
Exactly.
For a free update.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Actually, you know what? There's some potential here.
Like, how many games have really expensive DLCs every time, and you get like, ooh, new map and new up, like,
It actually looks pretty cool.
I've paid more for DLCs for games that gave me less.
It's
So-
kind of a spell blade almost. Like it's got a bit of a range stuff, but it's got a bit of like spell kind of melee.
I can't believe
things
somebody has a
going on.
different opinion than me.
Fuck them up. Fuck them up.
Asking what the passive buffs were.
Yeah.
Was like it's got burst, freeze, shock, and
believe it.
energy regeneration. Actually, I like as well, like energy recharge. I think.
It's a shame you knew. The reason I was actually being vague is I knew what they were. I just wanted to change them.
Okay.
I mean, that's fine.
So
Do
much.
something
My
cool,
dog
it's
loves
like
me today.
disingenuous, it's just
Something cool.
Aw, send
I
pics.
kind of
I opened the door
feel
to the
like they
room and he
shouldn't-
didn't
I
just
didn't want
immediately
it to
be
be
like,
offensive
freedom!
benefits.
He's still
Yeah,
here.
there's supposed to
Hey,
be-
baby.
It forces you into
Usually it's like
certain
Wesker
build
wants to
types.
leave and
Whereas,
Leon
like,
wants
if
to
they're
come in.
utility or defensive, that way they will work across all board. That's my
Okay.
general philosophy. So I was like, I feel like I want to have a
So
go at trying to
you said
design
you're
the
continuing
energy
on
shield
a little
thing
bit,
on
Mata?
mine.
Will be
I wanted to
streaming
have
for a
go at
while.
designing
Yeah,
something
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
okay,
yeah.
neutrality
okay,
or
okay.
defensive
All right, and
only,
I'm
that way
gonna
you don't feel
switch
like, oh, I
off now.
should
I
have to
think
play
are you
like
doing
I
more
love
of this
you.
one, or are you
Right,
switching up
and
to?
I'm probably gonna switch in a little bit. I just want to like yap a little about the update with my community.
Yeah, no, that's more than fair. So, chat though, if you want to see
no,
more
no,
of the
no,
extended broadcast, please do head over to Matara.
Matara.
I'm gonna switch up and play a round or two of Night Rain with you guys if you're at all interested, and then I'll be finishing up because this was bonus day.
I love you very much. Thank you
I
for
love
being
you,
here on
Mata.
this
Thank you for
bonus
watching
day.
with me. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.
Bye.
It's like full of dragon lore. I'll send you some ideas.
Yeah, we're gonna just do a tiny bit of Night Rain to finish it up, and then.
Right? Gold finds. Yeah, that sounds like it.
You were promised, Henry. I did.
Oh, there's gold over there.
Please do
Quick,
tell me
pick
the
it
point
up,
where
so
you
should
said,
bet.
"Hey chat," where I said, "Hey chat."
obviously
I'm gonna
joking,
be
please,
watching.
not
I'm gonna be
doing that.
playing some Henry
Gold
on
plan, no,
Thursday, the 4th of
Mandatory.
December. I did not say that. I have never in my life said that. You promised in my dream last night, and now I'm mad at you. Okay. But yeah, if you're at all interested, !POE2 for more information. And I'm excited to be playing that game next week. See. There we are. Dude, Jedi Knight, I had your message slightly obscured. Like, part of it was missing, and I saw 28 BLA, and then in Louisville, KY, and I thought for a minute you posted your full fucking address in the chat. And I tapped back like, no! To like, delete your message. I'll save you from yourself. I was worried for you, man. But that's really cute. That's really cute. I'm glad that they're there. I love Blackfoot ferrets. Huh. My category, I don't know if is Twitch just still pooping itself, because my category or my whole dashboard is just like falling over right now. Yeah, the category just disappeared. I lost it. Like, do I have one? Do I have one now? Is it back? Don't shoot. It's there now? Okay, cool. Yeah, for a minute I had no category. I was without a category. Okay, so let's change it back. Yeah, that was really weird. Okay. Yeah, just a couple rounds, cuz I set aside a couple hours today, so we'll play for like an hour together. Though our time together may be short today, chat. It will be sweet and potentially filled with victory. Oh, shit! Help! Okay, I'm good. I just like restarted VTube Studio. I would have had like 2 Laimus on stream. That's one Laimu too many, man.